Yo, what's good with y'all boys, man? It's your main man, Steezy Lit. We back in this bed, man. Hey, look, listen, bro. The red pill community is going out bad, okay? So what we reacting to right now, the title of the video is The Red Pill is Becoming More Feminine. Yo, it's by Omeezy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to him. All right, so listen, bro. Not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of red pill stuff, bro. I used to watch red pill videos. Not even gonna hold y'all boys. I think in the beginning it definitely did help, like with men's self improvement, and then I just saw like it just started getting bad. It looked like they started hating women and some more stuff, bro. I kind of backed myself away from there. I said, nah, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all boys is tweaking right now, bro. I like women. I love women. I love beautiful women. And these guys, they act like they hate women, bro. I ain't even gonna hold y'all boys. Listen, let's go ahead and get into the video, man. Let's just get into the video, man.
The biggest issue you run into with dating women in Miami?
Man, I say the two B's, man, beautiful and broke. These women think because they bad, I give them access to a top-level individual like me. They should be banished and thrown in the moat with the crocodiles.
What do you have to offer a woman?
Everything she could want and need and dream of. You gotta understand, sir. I'm 6'6", 230, right? 10-inch or long, stiff, girth, veins in it. No.
Whoa. No, Diddy, Yo, cuz.
Homo sapien, no Diddy, whatever you want to call
No,
it. And on the
Diddy.
top of that, no kids, never drunk alcohol. So they got to come with something that's going to shock my core to make me be like, damn, she's the one. Because I'm dropping big dog.
Yo, cuz. He gotta be stopped. He just said, what do you bring to the table? And he talking about, yo, cuz.
Hold on. How would a woman know that you're gonna drop a 10-incher on her if she hasn't even gotten to the bedroom with you?
That's the zestiest thing I've ever heard in my life. Look, we've covered a lot of red pill content on this channel, and I've been seeing a theme on this channel as far as the red pill creators go. As much as I may not like some of these guys, at least the Kevin Samuels of the world, the Tommy Sotomayor's, these guys at least seem to be somebody who, you know, would want to be with a woman, is, you know, not so zesty. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that there's anything wrong with liking men, liking women, liking whatever you like whatever you like. I just find it really contradictory and really hypocritical that this man is sitting here as a bona fide red pill man talking about his masculine parts. I just think that that's so weird.
I'm 6'6", 230, right? 10-inch or long, stiff, girth, veins in it. No Homo sapien, no Diddy, whatever you want to call it. And on the
He really don't get a pass for that, bro. You talking to another man telling him how big your meat is, bro. Bro, you don't get a pass for that. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. He don't get a pass for that. That's suspect. I ain't even gonna, you're not talking to no women right now. I don't even see a woman walking in the background. You don't get a pass for that one.
On that top of that, no kids, never drunk alcohol. So they got to come with something that's going to shock my core to make me be like, damn, she's the one. Because I'm dropping big dog.
I understand describing how much of a top value man you are. You go into detail about, you know, having a good job, being a family man, you know, taking care of your mom, your cousins, etc., etc. And maybe alluding to the fact that you are, you know, good in bed. I don't know why you would ever want to tell a man that anyway. But to be as descriptive as he is, big, long, girthy, that's insane. You shouldn't even be saying that. And what's even crazier is when the person who was doing the interview is asking, how does a woman know that he has a big girthy dog on him? Does he want to sleep with him or something like that? I think that's so weird.
How would a woman know that you're gonna drop a 10-incher on her if she hasn't even gotten to the bedroom with you?
I mean, in the day, you're going to see the way I walk. You're going to see the way I talk. She know I'm coming with that BDE. That's that best ever. She ain't going to never get nothing bigger and better than this. And she knows this. Uncompromisable greatness here. I am a super Negro. There's no more of me. I'm one of the ones.
So how does a super Negro of sorts please a woman in the bedroom?
Okay. Red pill content is lost
That
its
is
mind.
no
I feel like we're on a
dating,
date and we shouldn't be watching this, but we should probably continue on because we're this far in. How does a super Negro please a woman in the bedroom? We curious now. I think the other guy's a little bit more curious in a more sexually inquisitive way, but we're curious too, I guess.
I please her by allowing her to allow me to please myself, all within her, around her, inside her, on her face and everything like that. I want to paint her face like Basquiat. They like that. You got to get her nasty, brother. Toss my salad. You understand me? Yeah, eat that gooch up. I need everything done to me, baby.
Okay.
All right, my boys. Hey, listen, bro. Keep it a buck 550, bro. You be letting the girl lick your gooch, bro. Keep it a buck, bro. Don't cut me down, bro. Don't cut me down. Keep it a buck, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a safe space, bro.
So my suspicions have been confirmed. Red pill content used to be about male self-improvement, you know, separating yourself from the trappings of life, the things that get you caught up, the things that derail you from your path, your purpose, you know, whatever the case may be, and bettering yourself. You know, going to the gym, getting some sort of career, getting some sort of profession, emotional stability, all that stuff, and then going back out into the dating game and not letting, you know, bad faith actors manipulate you when it comes to choosing who is your bride to be, your baby mama, or whatever. But now red pill content has just become a bunch of losers who grew up, found a way to make a lot of money or some sort of money. It could be even borrowed for credit cards or whatever the case may be. And these men are in their mid to late 30s, hell, even 40s in some cases, like the dude that we just saw. And they go back to places and spaces where young women are to throw around money, to then complain about them only wanting money. But it's just them living out whatever loser fantasy they had about what they could be or should be, or becoming the literal thing that they said that they hated when they were younger. The thing that made women not be attracted to them is because there was an older man with money. They're literally now becoming that older man with money who is creeping on these younger girls.
What's your age?
I'm 34.
When it comes on to dating in Miami, what do you think women are looking for here?
Money, all right? You gotta have that bag right, man. And you should have the bag right anyways, because you shouldn't be trying to date unless you got your money right.
So is that why you brought a bag of money out here in Brickell tonight?
This is what Miami is about. Get your money right, come out here, and then you can play, all right? Stay where you at if you ain't trying to come play hard, you know what I mean?
And how much is that in your hand right now?
It's like 150,000, you know, got another.
Yo, cuz, where his security at, bro? You telling me he's walking around with $150,000 and none of these YNs is trying to rob this nigga, bro? Nobody's trying to get him, bro. He got $150K just walking around outside, bro. Not gonna lie, he gotta be a superhuman or something. Like, niggas just know not to fuck with him, bro.
150 on me in cash, so you know what I'm saying?
Mind you, this is a middle-aged man walking around with straight cash. This is not even for the women at this point. This is just to flex on other men, to tell other men, hey, I've got all this. And mind you, I think that this is pretty dangerous to say the least, but if this is what red pill content has become, we have totally gotten away from the plot. I don't think you need to carry around $150,000 in cash and then another $150,000 in cash and then big gaudy jewelry in order to prove that you are worth being a man. This is all very feminine traits. This is peacocking at its finest. And literally, you're not going to attract anyone genuine with the type of imagery that you're portraying right now on screen. Like walking around with this bag of money, unprotected, not safe. Maybe he has security, maybe he doesn't. But stupidly walking around with this type of money isn't going to attract anything good out of it. You're either going to get gold digging women, gold digging men, or people that are going to line you up in Miami Beach. But as long as he gets the opportunity to give some good lifelong advice that every man should listen into, you know, the same old tired trope of how much money that you need in order to attract a woman.
So how much money should a man make before he should even think about talking to a woman?
$10,000 a month. $10,000 a month is an easy number to obtain if you're looking in the right areas for the actual line of work that you're trying to be in.
These guys are fucking characters. They're all either scammers or schemers, but at the end of the day, no matter the profession, they are losers when people look at their actual lives. And it's never for the validation from women. It's always from the validation from men. The thing about this content, this Red Pill Master content, is that they use the same exact talking points over and over again, only to serve themselves. And anybody at home watching this, living vicariously through these men who are either doing the interview or participating in the interview, are losers as well. They want to see women continuously embarrassed on camera. They want to put them in their place. They want to see bros flex on women or whatever the case may be. And the strangest thing about all this content is that it is literally going against all the traits that they find to be masculine, that they keep defining as masculine, and lean more on the feminine side of things. It's crazy.
High key, not even to cut bro off. You do not need to make $10,000 a month to pull girls, bro, to go out to date girls. Cause there's so much free shit you can do. You not high key. If you gotta leave with your partners, you're not a shark. You're not a shark for real. You don't get women like that for if you wasn't getting girls before you had bread, you're not a shark for real. Bro just turned to a checkbook. That's what
Crazy
it was.
because even when they bring up people on this platform who are anti what they usually preach in the red pill manosphere, it makes their gears malfunction. They can't even operate properly because they can't fathom the fact that somebody is normal in a relationship.
How do you feel about her having guy friends?
That's totally cool.
I've always had guy friends. He's met every single guy friend I've had.
I had girlfriends.
Some of my guy
she had
friends
guy
has
friends.
literally watched his dog.
So you don't care if she were to spend time with them one-on-one?
No, I think that's insecure if you do.
How is that insecurity?
I'm just secure with who I am. I'm secure in the relationship, and as long as you're secure in the relationship, everything works out.
You don't think her being in that environment with another man one-on-one would create a bridge between you two?
No, because at the end of the day, relationships are all about trust. And if you don't trust your person, you shouldn't be with them.
This guy can't even fathom the fact that there are normal human beings who are participating in normal human being activities. This shit is so weird. But
Not gonna lie. How do y'all feel about the girls having guy friends, guys having girlfriends? Not gonna lie, me personally, bro, I'm not a big fan of it. One-on-one time is actually wild work. I'm trying to tell. I see the wrong thing, and I'm gonna drop you quick. I see the wrong thing, I'm gonna drop you quick, bro. I'm gonna see it. I don't think I like this.
understand why, because that's not masculine, that's not manosphere, that's not red pill. And look no further in the red pill community, because I have found what seems to be the next big face of red pill content, Mr. Organic.
This comeback is inevitable. This comeback is in the works. I will not fall. I will not quit. I will never stop believing. I will be the greatest.
I personally would never trust anybody that has a nasty ass crossover like this or wears the nasty ass outfits that he does. But hey,
yo, cuz trash. Look at this, gang. Bro. Cuz trash.
Back is in the works.
Bro,
I will not fall.
I didn't even get there. Hold on.
Content,
let's
Mr. Organic.
Let's get there.
This comeback is inevitable.
Cuz trash. Bro, he's trash. There's no way he sat there and said, yo, I'm about to do this and post this and think this is tough, bro. This is trash. He can't hoop for it. Look at this.
Mr. Organic.
This comeback is inevitable.
That is trash, gang.
This comeback is in the works. I will not fall. I will not quit. I will never
Yo, the behind the back was trash.
stop believing. I will be the greatest.
I personally would never trust anybody that has a nasty ass crossover like this or wears the nasty ass outfits that he does. But hey, maybe he has something that a lot of these other red pill content creators don't have. Maybe he is different. Maybe he is the one that's going to bring us out of this dark age where the fresh and fits are going deep into the political sphere and going totally right winged out. Maybe he'll bring us back to regular red pill content that's self-improving of man.
I retired my mama, she ain't gotta work. I'd rather build you a business, not buy a purse. Thank God for these millions, but never go to church. I pray my predecessors have my wealth when I leave this earth. Self-made millionaire, born to break the curse. Born with humble beginnings, but people had it worse. All I knew was a hustle, I had to start from dirt. In the free lunch line, then my stomach hurt.
Maybe I miss the days of the red pill community where they would just sit behind the camera and talk bad about women. If that's what it's coming to, that shit is weird. Not only is Mr. Organic the same face, just different day, he is literally taking things up a notch, trying to become a internet sensation with his crazy outfits, flamboyant lifestyle, feminine ways, and just same old tired ass nasty talking points.
What's your age?
43.
Are you single?
Kinda, sorta, but not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm married to the game, brother.
At your age, have you ever proposed to a woman before?
Nah, I would never do that. If I ever thought about getting married, we gonna get a shaman or something and do a tribal ritual. I'm not signing no paperwork with the government with my money and my greatness.
To the 43-year-old woman watching this now who would go, you're not taking anybody serious without marriage, what would you have to say to that?
I say God bless them. You know, if you're 43 and you're a woman and you complaining about marriage, that means you already past your prime. That is a fact. As a 43-year-old man, I got better with life. I'm better right now as 43 than I was at 23. I'm gonna keep getting better. I'm gonna keep getting more money. I'm gonna keep looking better. I'm gonna keep getting more women. It ain't gonna never stop for me. But for a woman that age, God bless her.
So let me get this straight. The 43-year-old woman who is single and talking about marriage is not getting better, but this 43-year-old man who is on Miami Beach looking like a thought, wanting to be one of the kids, wanting to be one of the youngsters and is talking to a bunch of younger women flexing his chains and flexing his money is supposed to be better. That shit is ass backwards. I told y'all that these red pill dudes were a bunch of high school and college losers or early 20 losers that found a way to come up, whether it be legally or illegally. And now they are doing all those memes of, oh, I used to be down and now I'm up and so I'm flexing on all the women. These people don't care and they are not checking for you. I think that that's the thing that a lot of these red pill dudes don't think about. I have my stances on age gap relationships and that's one thing, but the way that this guy is going about flexing the fact that he is attractive to younger people, and really it's based off of money, is just so weird. And the only people that think that this is some sort of flex are the dudes that are consuming the content. So I gotta ask myself, not only to Mr. Organic, but to all the other new age red pill dudes that think that peacocking is the way to the top, you know, that's the way to attract people, even though it's really only the dudes that you're attracting. What's the main focus of the red pill community now? Have we lost the plot as a whole? This has gone so far away from men's self-help to just helping men help themselves in the most gluttonous ways by consuming this red pill pornography. I don't even know if the red pill community knows what they're aiming for anymore.
What's the biggest issue?
So now I agree, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, I agree. I feel like the red pill definitely has lost its way, especially with this bro them right here, bro, talking about how big. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, come on now, bro, no daddy, cuz. But now I think that it needs to go back to just men's self-improvement. Ain't nothing wrong with flexing, but like you don't gotta be an OC with it, bro. Like just flex. Like you don't gotta do too much. Just flex, bro. Like I don't know what y'all think, man. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's have a conversation down below. And if you got any video recommendations for me to do, put that down below. Let's go ahead and go crazy with it.